Hi everyone, these are the things I learned from the question: why did the all-powerful God murder the Ethiopian people during the earthquake? Part 1. But I gave direct answers from the Bible that we should never in any way call God a murderer. The only person that is a murderer is the devil. The devil is a murderer. And Brother Eli gave us example in the Bible. Example of John chapter 8 verse 44, which says the devil was a murderer from the beginning. He has been a murderer and he is still a murderer. If you say God is a murderer, you are telling us that God doesn't have right to give life, but he is the giver of life. So in as much as the giver of life, he has right to take it as well. If he gives life, then he can take it. So also, example of someone who built house with your sweat, you believe you are the owner of the house, you can do anything you want with it. So the same example applies to God. He is the giver of that life, and how much more God that is even greater than anybody. So if he gives you life and he decides to take it, no one can question him. He's the giver of the life. He's the owner of the life he has given you. So we should be careful of the kind of speech or the kind of word we use for God. We should be careful of how we think in our mind, because for you thinking in your mind that God is a murderer alone is a sin. God is not a murderer. God is not a murderer. Looking at it in the dictionary, a murderer means someone who commits crime, a sin, a crime deliberately, and God is not a God of sin. Sin can never be found in God. He is a pure God. But I also share the book of Hebrews 9 verse 27, which says it is appointed for man to die once, after this the judgment. Every man is appointed to die. No one can escape death. No man can reject it. God has power to take life or give life. So no man can say you can't die. We all will go one day. But I gave us example of Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 8, that no man has power over the spirit or death. You cannot refuse death once it is time. Then the book of Job 12 verse 10, which says, in whose hand is the soul of every living thing, and the breath of all mankind is in the hand of God. So God is not a murderer, and he can never be murdered. Although there are ways which God takes life. It could be a natural death, it could be through earthquake or anything. Whichever way God chose to take the life, he is the owner of it, and he knows the best way to take it. He knows how to, he has given the life, and he knows the best way also to take the life. So these are my response. This is my response to this question: why did the all-powerful godmother the Ethiopian people during earthquake today, 25th of May 2021? Thank you.